I would like to know what is in Paul's like favorite top 5 automations that he's got in his house at this stage. Like what have you done with home recently? You go, yeah, you know what? That's cool.
Yeah, I think none of them are huge, but I've enjoyed each one. But that mirror demist was a great one because I think that's nice. It's £100 product from Amazon. It's easy to do with some basic electronics. You can take the back off, so you've got room to put things in. Definitely the mirror demist. And also the thing about the mirror demist is these touch buttons that are on all these, they're from China somewhere, but they've all got these glowing blue buttons. Now,
Yeah.
I don't want the usual thing is that most people they get out of bed and they go, oh, I've got to go to the toilet. I'm going to wander to the bathroom. You've got to have something to detect you to turn the lights on. So normally I'd have like a £5 Alibaba or whatever switch that's underneath the cupboard that turns on. Well, now it's all home assistant based. So it's basically an infrared detector or a radar detector. And basically that now means that the biggest thing between Home Assistant and normal infrared switching is the time factor, I think. So it's simple, but it means that your bathroom light doesn't come on after 10 o'clock. A little light comes on. In fact, in this case, the mirror power goes on after midnight, I think it is. So the mirror power goes on after midnight, and that glows enough to see where you are. So that's fine. And then when the humidity is over a certain level, then obviously the demisting comes on. So that was a great one, because it was quite straightforward. The other one was, I think, integrated. Where I live, we've got a little shared car park facility. It's got electric gates. So that was great. Just a quick trip to Sonoff to get a 5-volt switch and open the gate box and override the relay. Again, very easy. I mean, everything's easy when you know how, but it is just 5 volts and tying on the power. So override the relay, and then I can basically, from my car or my watch, just touch it and open the gates. And everyone else has to press these clickers, So that's really nice. And also, it's not very good at knowing your time very quickly in GPS locations. So what I'll do is when I drive more than 2 kilometers away, it says, I'm away in the car. I know this one's already built in, but I say I'm away in the car because I'm more than 2K. I'm not going to do that walking, so I'm away in the car. And then on the way back, it resets the Boolean to say, well, if you were away in the car, reset that. And now if you're within 100 meters, then I'll open the gates because I know you've been in the car and open the gates. But there's still an error of probably about 30 seconds. So you might arrive and have to actually wait 5 seconds for the gates to open, which is disgusting in this automated world. So that's
absolutely unacceptable.
It is.
Have you considered putting like a license plate recognition camera somewhere to make it even faster?
Yes, I have actually, and I know a lot of people have got into Frigate and all the rest, but I think that's been overtaken by AI, hasn't it? I haven't looked at Frigate much, but I know I've started messing with the camera where it'll detect people outside and describe them. That's so easy, that plugin. It's fantastic. So I've got a cat camera where the cat comes in through the cat flap and see it go by. So I can get it to describe the cat. So the thing with me is, the Home Assistant front panels, they're all lovely and good and usable, but I still use it in a fairly basic way because once I've got it working, once I've proven the concept, I'm happy. And then I'll move on to the next thing because it's about taking the technology, proving the concept and thinking, right, okay, well, I know that works. So I'll park that there. And then if I've got something even work related in some fancy test machine, then I'll think, oh yeah, I could do that way. And it's just trying all the concepts out and doing it that way. So there's that. There's obviously a little panel I've got in the kitchen that shows me one of the HA panels, and that's connected to. They're always a bit rubbish because you can't keep the battery plugged in all the time because it'll knacker the battery.
Yeah.
So I had that then switching the battery off when it got over 80%, but that only lasts about 2 years. So that's good and bad. It gets there. Yeah, that kind of thing. The boat's been interesting. Recently, I've got it turning the fridge off when the power's used up on the battery because it's not a LiPo battery. LiPo's great, and the old ones are cheaper, but not so good.